Amber! I told that old hag of yours to stay away from my wedding coming up soon. So can you make sure to tell her as well for me? Tell her that she will not be allowed into the wedding on the day of and that she needs to stay away from us so as not to cause any trouble.
What? When you say that old hag of mine, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about your mom being the old hag, and you should have known what I meant. Having her walk into my wedding all by herself with no partner walking beside her is just sad. So tell her to stay away. Simple as that. You are her daughter after all, so you should be fine with asking that of her for me.
Sandy? I'm sorry, but I have zero clue what you're talking about right now. Are you really telling me that you don't want my mom coming to my brother and your wedding?
I am telling you that. I shouldn't even have to be telling you this sort of stuff right now. You should already know that someone like her coming into my wedding would ruin the whole mood.
No, I don't know any good reason why her coming to your wedding would ruin the mood.
Why not? Being raised by a single mother is freaking embarrassing, right? And having her waltz into my wedding with nobody as her partner is so sad that I cannot allow it to happen when I'm about to show everyone my happiness. So tell her to stay away, please. Even your brother is embarrassed by her, so I'd like to keep her from coming in and ruining the whole wedding by making him and I beet red with anger and embarrassment. Just think about it with a level head and you can see why I'm asking this from you.
Why are you saying things like that? I actually respect my mom a lot for having to raise her kids all on her own. And the way you're talking about her so cruelly right now is making me a bit upset, so please stop that. I feel bad for my mom right now hearing things like this about her from you.
What? Are you an idiot as well, then?
Excuse me?
You just have to put a little thought into it and you'd understand what I'm saying. If your mom comes to my wedding, she's going to ruin everybody's time. And if she begins to piss me off coming in as a single and depressing mother like that, then what do you think will happen to my wedding?
Well, stop trying to think that just by having my mom at your wedding, she'd ruin everyone's mood and end your wedding.
If she ends up coming in and giving the wedding a rotten atmosphere, your brother's going to be just as upset as I will be. Are you telling me that you want both me and your brother to be upset and embarrassed on our very special day?
Does this mean that my brother is 100% on board with having my mom stay away from the wedding?
Him and I are a married couple now. Anything I say about the two of us automatically makes him on board with it.
Well, if that's what you think, then fine. But I highly doubt that he'd be okay with what you're saying about our mom right now. Both he and I think highly of our mom and would never want to do anything to disrespect her.
You're the least helpful little sister. Well, whatever, I guess. We'll handle your mom on our own then.
And how are you going to handle my mom then?
Don't you dare go telling your brother anything about this, okay? And if you don't want our wedding to end up going up in flames, then you stay out of what happens next between us and your mom.
Well, now you're starting to get me worried about what you're planning on doing. I don't plan to say anything necessarily to my brother about this, but you're not going to do anything unwarranted to my mom, right?
We are getting very close to our long-awaited wedding and are both very nervous as well as excited for the day. So I ask you to please stay quiet about what I said. Allow your brother and I to have our moment in peace without getting in the way.
I still am a bit lost on what's all going on here with you, but I have no plans of getting in the way of your wedding. But can you make sure to talk all of this through with my brother as well before you ask to have my mom stay away from your wedding? Mom, have you gotten any messages from Sandy recently?
Well, she told me not to come to her wedding a little while ago.
So she actually did go ahead and tell you all of that straight then. I can't believe her. Well, you don't really have to worry about what she said to you, okay? I really do think that there's no way on earth that Kai would allow you to be told to stay away from his wedding with no good reasoning.
Well, I hope you're right.
Huh? Why do you say it like that?
Well, I'm just saying that what Sandy has said about Kai agreeing with her might be correct. I'm sure to him he has no real use for me anymore as his mother, and if anything, I'm just an embarrassment to him now.
Why are you saying all of that stuff about yourself and him? There's just no way that he'd think of you that way now.
Well, I heard all of this from Kai himself.
What? You heard this from Kai himself?
He told me that after what he's been told by Sandy, it's probably best that I really don't come to their wedding. And then after that, he ended our conversation by telling me to just not come. And ever since then, I haven't heard anything from him, no matter how many times I try to call and text him.
What the heck? What is wrong with Kai? Does he not see how rude he's being to you right now? I'll go and talk with him then.
Please stop trying to talk any sense into those two for me, okay?
Why should I stop trying, though? There has to be something going on between Kai and Sandy that we don't know about, because there is just no way he'd actually mean something as cruel as that. I bet you she's trying to brainwash him right now, and that his response to you wasn't his own.
And I'm sure that there's some reason for Kai telling me not to come, but we can't go around trying to force ourselves into those two's decision. I will at least go out and try to help them prepare tomorrow, but if they really do not want me coming to the wedding or having anything to do with it, then I'm going to stop. It's my job as his mom to let him decide who comes and who doesn't come to his wedding.
All right, then. How about the both of us go tomorrow, then, to help them prepare? I want the both of us to hear the real reasoning behind their decision for having you stay away.
Hey, why did you and your mom come here? I thought I made myself very clear when I said that I didn't want your mom coming to my wedding. What the hell are you thinking coming into this place with your mom?
Well, I'm having a hard time believing that you actually had the nerve to tell my mom to stay away from this wedding.
Well, even if you've come here today, it's not going to help your guys' situation any. Your brother and I didn't prepare a seat for your mom here.
Huh? You actually overlooked preparing a seat for my mom? For Kai's mom?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And why would I have? I told you that she wasn't allowed in here, yet she chose to come anyway with you.
Even if you're my brother's fiancé, this is going way too far. Allow us to talk to him right now about all of this.
Right now, Kai is busy talking with other people at the moment and doesn't have time to waste with the two of you. That's the whole reason I'm being considerate of him and am giving up my time to handle his family ordeal. As I had said to you and your mom before, there is no seating for her. I'm going to have your mom kicked out of this wedding right now.
You are the worst, Sandy, saying things like that about my mom.
I'm in the right to be saying all of this about her. Having to be raised in a single-parent household is one of the most embarrassing things to happen to someone, and I don't want him to feel that embarrassment today. All your mom is doing by being here is causing problems, and I want her to go home.
Then the whole family is going to go home.
Huh?
I've had enough of this from you. My mom is done dealing with you, and so the two of us are going to do as you say and leave this wedding right now.
Huh? Hold on a second, Amber. Did I ever say that I want you going home from this wedding as well?
You don't have to say anything like that to me, because saying something like that to my amazing mom is enough to make me want to go. So if you still want her to leave this place, then I'm going to join her and see her home. And right now, we are talking with other members of the family about this as well as friends. Even my brother is saying that he's ready to go now after what you've said to my mom.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about when you say your brother says he will go home? Do you have any other brothers besides Kai that I've never been told about?
I do not. I only have one brother, and that would be Kai. And Kai is the one saying that he'll come home with us. The way you've been acting around us and speaking for him has been way too much for him to accept.
Now, you wait just a second. What are you actually saying right now? What? Are you telling me that you told Kai about all of this? That has to be a load of crap, right? I specifically told you to not tell him anything about this and that I'd handle things between us.
Well, I was finally able to talk with him in person, face to face. And when we started to talk to one another, I made sure to show him all the things you've been saying to our mom and I about not wanting her here.
Huh? You're showing our conversations to other people without asking for my permission first. What the hell happened to there being something called privacy in this world?
And what happened to the privacy that my brother deserves to have from you?
Huh?
You ended up taking his phone from him on multiple occasions and typing all sorts of replies to my mom using his phone, making her think that she was talking to him when it was really you. And in the end, you were the one that blocked her on his phone, right?
I'm not really sure what you're talking about right now, but...
Come on now, Sandy, this is not the time to be laughing about that. You have very much shocked my brother with the way you've acted.
And so what? Why the hell did you tell all of this to Kai now? I swear, I told you very clearly to not get in the way of your brother and my happiness, and that includes this wedding today.
You think I was actually going to listen to you after what you said to me about not wanting my mom at her son's wedding?
Huh?
The way you've been acting around everyone has been completely screwed up, and my brother needed to know about what you were doing. And right now, he's in complete shock over what you'd done.
Huh? What are you trying to say I did that would surprise him so much? What did you actually say to my man that would make him start to doubt me? Why, Amber? Why would you do all this useless crap on the most important day of Kai's and my life?
This is all happening because of how you played your cards, Sandy. You kept thinking that you had the right to talk horribly about my mom and say that she was causing the two of you embarrassment. But it's because of my mom that you were able to meet such an amazing man as Kai. Because she worked her butt off for us, making sure we turned out as good people. What the hell does it matter to you that we have no father? You have no right to talk about my family like you have been, Sandy. Even if you have a problem with her being a single mother, my brother and I are both so thankful that we were raised by someone as warm-hearted and thoughtful as her.
Who gives a crap about all of that? Right now, things are going downhill for me. If I'm not able to have this wedding with Kai today, what am I going to do? Where the hell has he run off to right now?
Do you even have the ability to listen to what I say to you? I said just a second ago that not only my mom and I, but also Kai have all given up on you and are done here.
What do you mean given up on me and are done here, though?
I'm saying that we cannot forgive you for the way you've talked to us and the way you've acted around Kai. And it seems that he feels the same way and doesn't want to deal with you as his partner anymore.
Hold on. I just heard that Kai is telling everyone here that the wedding is canceled and to pack things up to head home. That has to be a sick joke or something, right?
No, you know very well that he is not the kind of person to joke about something like that, especially when he was so happy to get married today. If he's going around telling everyone that right now, then it's truly happening.
But him and I really did plan on having our wedding today, Amber.
I know that. And everyone else expected you both to have a wedding today as well. But if all your family and friends, as well as the groom, leave the wedding, then there's no way you can carry on with it, right? Unless you're going to have a one-man wedding today.
Why the hell would you say something like that now? How would I ever be able to have a wedding by myself? Why is all this happening to me now? This is all your fault, you jerk!
Huh? This is all my fault now? Why would any of this be because of me, Sandy?
I told you to stay out of all of this and not to get in the way of anything regarding my wedding with Kai today. But since you went ahead and opened your mouth to your brother about what's going on, this all happened. I never actually thought you'd be stupid enough to tell Kai about what I'd said and done.
Huh? You still have no clue what's going on here then?
What do I have no clue about, Amber?
The only thing everyone thought could never happen is the way you acted towards me and my family. You literally took my brother's phone from him without asking and blocked my mom's number on there so that she couldn't try and talk to him anymore. Is that something normal people do to their in-laws?
Well, when you say it like that, you make it seem like I have done something wrong.
That's because you have done something wrong. Plenty of things, actually. I myself am having a very hard time understanding why, after all that's happened, you're still having a hard time understanding why you've been in the wrong. Tell me, why have you done all of this to my mom and want to kick her out of the wedding?
Well, that's because I just don't want her to be here today, and so I want her gone.
Well, that's not giving us a clear reason, though. I want to know why you don't want her here and want her to go home. If your reason for all that is because she's a single mother, then maybe you shouldn't be marrying my brother in the first place. What kind of balls do you have to think that using that as a reason would be a good idea?
Well, listen, if your mom is single and can't find another man to marry, then in the future, Kai and I will have to take care of her when she's old and useless. And since he's the oldest, you won't have to worry about your mom, and all the responsibilities surrounding her will fall on us, right? So I've been trying my hardest to have the two of us cut ties with her sooner rather than later. I just assumed that by forcing her to not come to this wedding, that'd be enough to end things between us.
So your reason for all of this is due to your overbearing selfishness? Well, if that's it, then I guess there's no helping you now. You can talk the rest of this through with my brother.
Wait a second, Amber. If you don't stick around and help me, then my wedding is going to fall apart and I'll lose Kai. You and we're supposed to become sisters, right? Let's you and I grow close to one another and fix all of this. After what's happened to me today, I'll even forget about what I thought regarding your mom and allow her to come watch her son and I get married. And then after that, we can all become one big family, right?
After all you've done to us, you expect something like that to work out for you? No matter how you try and spin things now, we are never going to be your family.
Please do not say things like that right now. You're the only person that can help me right now in getting your brother to come back to me. Right. How about you go ahead and tell him to come back to me, and then after that we can forget any of this ever happened.
How about this, Sandy? How about you just forget about there ever being a chance of you becoming my brother's wife? And then we can end all of this right now. I'm so glad you went crazy just before the wedding, so that we could all see your true colors before the knot was really tied. If you and him really did get married today, then my family's future would have been in real danger. I'm really relieved to see that I won't become your sister-in-law after all. You must really be in a corner right now thinking we can all forget about what you'd done, especially after what you did to my mom.
You really don't have to say things like that right now, Amber.
I believe it was you that really didn't have to say all of the things you said to my family before, but you did anyway. So what happens to you next has nothing to do with me, okay? You can go right along and talk with my brother about that and see where you'll end up.
I'm not even able to get a response from your mom now. I wonder if I can get any of them to come back here. I'm sure if they just listened to my reasoning behind all of this, they'd understand me.
The only reason for all this was you trying to save yourself from having to care for my family in the future. Well, look at that. You won't have to worry about us anymore because none of us plan to talk with you anymore.
But your mom is supposed to be a really kind person, right? She would never say goodbye to me forever over a simple mess up like this, right?
Well, my mom's saying that she could never see you becoming a part of her family after what happened today.
She said that? That considerate mom would say something like that about me?
Well, weren't you the one that had planned on throwing her away the moment you married my brother? Oh well, I guess. Seems like you're going to be the one getting thrown away now after everyone came around to understand your true intentions. My sincere condolences, Sandy. Really sucks that you were never able to have your special day today. But you are like the devil, so there was no reason for you to have a special day in the first place. Good luck with the next man you plan on roping in. Hopefully he has both a mom and a dad that he was raised by, so you don't have to go through a day like today ever again. In the end, the wedding that had been planned for that day was canceled almost immediately. And of course, the legal marriage that Sandy and Kai had with one another ended up going up in flames. And because of the embarrassment they were forced to endure regarding this event, both of Sandy's parents ended up leaving her to fend for herself and would later cut ties with her. Sandy was then left to pay all the cancellation fees for the wedding, as well as a settlement for what she'd done to Kai's mom. But because she didn't have the money for all of that, she tried to get Amber's help again. However, this time, Amber wasn't going to have any more of Sandy and blocked her within seconds, so that she'd never have to hear or see a word from her again. It really seems fair that after all Sandy had done to Kai's mother and sister, she'd end up with no wedding, no husband, and no parents. She did say she went through all that in order to not have to deal with a single mother-in-law in the future, but nobody's even sure if that was the true reasoning or if this was all done due to Sandy just being a crazy woman.
Today's finally the wedding day.
Are you sure you didn't oversleep?
Grandma, that was back in elementary school. I'm a responsible adult now.
To me, you're still my little granddaughter. And now you're marrying some man I barely know. Time really flies.
Some man? I introduced you to James. He's the kindest, most sincere person.
Sincerity shows through actions, not words.
Well, James isn't the problem. It's his father that worries me.
What do you mean?
His dad seems quite impressive, though. He's a CEO after all.
Red flag right there.
But he always seems so proper. James says he had a rough period years ago, but he's settled down now.
Let's not worry the bride with my silly concerns. Just my prejudice speaking. Pay it no mind.
You always say that when something's bothering you. What aren't you telling me?
Nothing worth mentioning on your wedding day.
Grandma.
Did you remember to pack your emergency kit? Band-aids, safety pins?
Already in my bag. You taught me well about being prepared.
More importantly, don't be late for your own wedding.
Of course not. I want you to see me in my wedding dress. I'm so grateful that you raised me alone after my parents passed.
Well, there wasn't anyone else to do it.
There's that emotional deflection again. You've always been like that, Grandma, unable to be honest with your feelings. Remember when I drew your portrait in elementary school?
Can't say I do.
You took one look at it and said, "Is this a new species of monkey?" I was so hurt thinking my drawing looked like a monkey.
Well, you were terrible at drawing.
Hey! You didn't have to put it so bluntly. But I know you still have the portrait hanging up. I love that about you. How you act tough but are actually so sweet.
No, it's still up because it was too much trouble to take down. Less keeping it up and more haven't bothered to remove it.
Sure. Just like how you happened to be nearby when I sprained my ankle at work last month.
I was in the area for a meeting.
At 9 p.m. in my neighborhood.
Business never sleeps.
Right. Just like you accidentally bought too many groceries last week and had to give me the extras.
My eyes aren't what they used to be. Misread the quantities.
All my favorite foods, though?
Coincidence.
You're the one who couldn't wait to see me in my wedding dress, calling me first thing in the morning.
Wrong. I was just making sure you weren't late.
Is that why you've been texting me every hour since dawn?
Time management is important.
I saw you sneak that envelope into my purse yesterday.
Must have been the wind.
The wind stuffed an envelope full of wedding emergency money into my bag.
Stranger things have happened.
Whatever you say, Grandma. See you later, then.
Such a cheeky girl.
Mr. Davidson, please stop banging on the changing room door. I'm trying to dry my dress.
What's the holdup? There can't be a wedding without a bride. Get out here!
Why did you throw beer on me earlier?
Like I said before, I can't accept someone from the bottom of the barrel as my son's wife. Sorry to do this mid-ceremony, but this wedding is off.
Mr. Davidson, what's gotten into you? You're not acting like yourself.
Huh? What would someone like you know about me? I hear you don't even have parents and didn't go to college.
You knew all this before the engagement.
I was tolerating it because James chose you, but I can't anymore. James is supposed to inherit my company, and we can't have him married to someone worthless.
What kind of way is that to talk? Women aren't men's accessories.
High-caliber men deserve high-caliber women, and vice versa. You're not worthy of my son.
I have a steady job, and I'm independent, even without a degree.
The bottom stays at the bottom no matter how hard they try. You had quite a poor childhood, didn't you?
Yes, I lived with just my grandmother. Money was tight.
I've been living the high life since I was born. Still am. There's nothing I can't buy. I built this company myself. I've got money to burn.
You're quite full of yourself.
Well, when you're actually important, what can you do? I could buy any luxury car, penthouse, or caviar I want. Someone poor like you couldn't even imagine it.
Luxury cars, penthouses, caviar? What kind of list is that? Stop banging on the door. I'll call security.
Go ahead. I can easily buy off security at a cheap venue like this.
Where is James? Does he know you're doing this?
My son is being talked to by some reasonable people who understand business. He'll come around.
What do you mean, reasonable people? What are you doing to him?
Just having a father-son chat about his future. About how marrying beneath him will destroy everything we built.
James isn't like you. He doesn't care about status or money.
That's exactly the problem. He needs to learn how the real world works.
The real world isn't just about money and power, Mr. Davidson.
Says the girl hiding in the changing room. Come out and face reality.
I'm not hiding. I'm trying to save the dress your tantrum ruined.
That cheap thing? I'll buy you 10 better ones if you walk away now.
This isn't about the money. My grandmother helped me choose it.
Yes, your precious grandmother. Another nobody who raised you to be a nothing.
Don't you dare talk about my grandmother that way.
Hit a nerve, did I? Face it, you're both from the gutter, and that's where you belong.
My grandmother taught me something money can't buy. Dignity.
Dignity? Don't make me laugh. What dignity is there in poverty?
There's more dignity in honest work than in throwing your weight around and bullying people.
You call this bullying? This is just business. I'm offering you a way out.
A way out of what? Being happy with James?
Being happy? You think love pays the bills? Keeps you in luxury? Gives you status?
James and I don't need luxury. We have plans of our own.
Oh, right. That ridiculous cafe dream of his. Another example of how you corrupted him.
I didn't give him that dream. He's always wanted it, long before he met me.
And you encourage his nonsense instead of supporting the family business.
Supporting? You mean forcing him into a life he doesn't want?
Just leave me alone.
Why are you being so cruel?
I'm just telling you the truth. This wedding is canceled. If you don't comply, I'll crush you with my power, you worthless trash.
I am Sarah's grandmother. It seems my granddaughter has caused you some trouble.
Yeah, your bottom feeder granddaughter thinks she can marry my elite son.
And what's wrong with that?
Everything. This world runs on balance. I hate imbalance. You can't have trash sitting next to Jules.
Trash?
Yeah, your granddaughter.
Such harsh words. You seemed somewhat sincere when we met before. Alcohol really brings out the worst in you. I see my initial judgment wasn't wrong.
What are you babbling about, old lady? Take your poor bride and get lost. You're probably unemployed too. Go job hunting.
A job? Did you forget what I just said? I run a company that does business with yours. I'm saying that business relationship ends now.
What? Your company? Doing business of mine? Come on. I may be drunk, but I'm not drunk enough to believe such obvious lies.
Would you like to check your phone? I believe your secretary is trying to reach you.
My phone? What are you talking about?
Go ahead. Look at your messages.
Fine, if it'll shut you up. Wait, what's this? Urgent? Wellington Group halting all transactions?
This is no lie, Mr. Davison of Davison Foods. Wellington Group will no longer be investing in your company.
These messages, they're from my board members. But how did you...
I am Margaret Wellington, chairman of Wellington Group. You've said some terrible things to my granddaughter.
What? Wellington chairman? No way! Wellington Group is one of the largest corporations in the country.
Yes, and we've been quite generous with our investment in Davison Foods. Until now.
But that's impossible! Margaret Wellington is...
Is what, Mr. Davison? Too important to be at her granddaughter's wedding? Too powerful to care about family?
This has to be some kind of joke. Margaret Wellington wouldn't be...
Wouldn't be what? Living modestly? Raising her granddaughter away from the spotlight? Some of us don't need to broadcast our wealth to feel important.
But if you're really... Why didn't you say anything before?
Because unlike you, I don't measure people's worth by their bank accounts or social status.
The partnership agreement. Our expansion plans.
All contingent on Wellington Group's continued support. Which, as you can see from those messages, is being withdrawn.
You can't do this! Do you know how many years I've spent building these relationships?
Precisely 3 years, 4 months, and 12 days. That's how long Wellington Group has been propping up Davison Foods. Would you like me to share the exact figures?
This will ruin everything!
Perhaps you should have thought about that before throwing beer at my granddaughter and calling her trash.
I didn't know! If I had known who you were!
And that's exactly the problem, isn't it? You only show respect to those you think can benefit you. And that's not respect at all.
Look, we could talk about this.
I'm flattered by your recognition, though it seems to come rather late. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. We're ending our business relationship.
Wait, are you serious?
If you don't believe me, I'll instruct our representatives to halt all transactions. You should receive notification shortly.
I'm so terribly sorry. I had no idea you were Chairman Wellington.
Whether you knew or not is irrelevant. Your treatment of my precious granddaughter remains the same.
I was drunk and got carried away. I didn't mean any harm.
Blaming the alcohol? How noble. You will compensate for the beer-stained dress, of course, and apologize to her.
Of course, that goes without saying.
Beyond that, I won't forgive you, and we will be terminating our contract.
I understand. How much money would it take to earn your forgiveness?
Immediately resorting to money, I see. Didn't you just say there's nothing I can't buy?
Well, that was just a joke, but I do have plenty of money. If you name your price, I'll pay you.
No, thank you.
Please, I'm begging you. My company needs Wellington Group support.
And why should I continue supporting someone who showed such contempt for my family?
I'll make it right. Double our current investment terms. Triple them.
You still don't understand, do you? This isn't about money.
Then what is it about? Just tell me what you want.
Let me tell you about something money can't buy. Trust.
What?
You act high and mighty, then blame alcohol when things go wrong, trying to solve everything with money. Even if you have money, nobody trusts someone like that. Even I, as a company chairman, value my employees' trust.
My employees trust me. They respect me.
Do they? I heard from your employees in the smoking area earlier. They told me they were forced to use their vacation days to attend today. They weren't happy about that. They clearly don't trust you, and I can't trust a CEO who gives such unreasonable orders.
That's standard practice. Everyone does it.
Is that what you tell yourself to justify your actions?
Look, I've been in business for decades. Sometimes you have to be firm with employees.
Firm? Is that what you call forcing them to attend a wedding on their vacation days?
They should be honored to attend. This is a major social event.
Honored to watch their CEO throw beer on an innocent bride?
That was different. I told you I was drunk.
And that makes it acceptable? Is that the kind of example you set for your employees?
You can say that because you run a big company. People around you don't really care about you either. They just bow to you because you're the chairman. Trust has nothing to do with it.
Is that truly what you believe? That respect can only be bought?
That's how the world works. You're just pretending to be noble.
You know, I started small too. Built everything from scratch.
So did I. I worked my way up.
And somewhere along the way, you forgot what it means to treat people with dignity.
Dignity doesn't pay the bills. Results do.
Earning people's trust is indeed the hardest thing in the world. That's why I would never say there's nothing I can't buy. Because I know trust can't be bought.
This is ridiculous. You're just using this as an excuse to destroy my company.
Your actions today have consequences, Mr. Davidson. Nothing more, nothing less.
Just tell me what it would take to fix this. Name anything.
What about your son's happiness? Would you sacrifice that for your company?
James will understand once he inherits everything. This is all for him.
Are you certain about that? When was the last time you asked him what he wanted?
I know what's best for my son. He needs to learn about the real world.
The real world? Or your world, Mr. Davidson?
They're the same thing. Money talks.
And what does it say about a father who ruined his son's wedding day?
Damn it!
I hope you understand now.
Fine.
What is it?
Acting so high and mighty. Well, you are important, so I guess you can't help it. But don't get cocky, you poor old hag.
Oh, getting defiant now. Your true colors showing through again.
Once our contract ends, my company is finished anyway. You know that too, so there's no need for polite speech anymore.
I see. I'll overlook your attitude and words for now. But what will you do?
What do you mean, what will I do?
Well, I never had anyone choose to make an enemy of me before. I don't know what happens, though personally, I wouldn't want to leave behind a trail of bad deeds on my way out.
Are you threatening me now?
This isn't a threat, just common sense. If word gets out about how you called a former business partner an old hag and threw beer on her granddaughter, well, that kind of story could lead to bankruptcy.
You wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't have to do anything. News has a way of traveling in business circles.
You destroy years of business relationships just to protect your granddaughter?
No, Mr. Davidson. You're destroying them yourself with every word you speak.
That's not... Damn it! You're looking down on me. I admit defeat. So if you could, please apologize to Sarah.
No need. I'm fine.
You really dote on your granddaughter. You should tone it down.
Doting? Perhaps. But more than anything, I respect her.
Respect?
I've never known anyone as kind and sincere as her. Wellington Group grew this large because Sarah was there to comfort me. I could never claim I built this company by myself.
A company built on sentiment? That's absurd!
Is it? Then why is my company thriving while yours depends on our support?
That's different.
When someone you respect is insulted, you can't stay quiet. So please apologize to her and stay out of their marriage and never contact them again.
Stay out of their marriage?
Those two love each other deeply. When you threw beer on my granddaughter, James tried to shield her with his body. And when you were spouting abuse, he stood up to you strongly. That put my mind at ease a bit.
But as a father, I need to judge if she's worthy of my son.
No, it's the opposite. I'm the one who judges if he's worthy of my granddaughter.
Listen, I'm sorry about earlier. I was drunk and said terrible things.
It's fine, though my dress is ruined.
I'll compensate for the wedding dress, of course, and I'll pay for the entire wedding ceremony as damages.
Really? Are you sure?
And I won't interfere with your marriage to James anymore. I promise not to disturb your married life.
Oh, about that. James says he's cutting ties with you.
What?
He says he won't contact you anymore, so I suppose you won't be seeing us anyway.
Wait a minute. James is supposed to inherit my company. That's how I raised him.
I probably shouldn't say this, but James hates how you always worry about the company first. He says, Father only cared about the company and appearances, never about me as a person.
What are you talking about? I was thinking about James's future.
Excuse me, but weren't you only thinking about the company's future and your own? Do you even know what James really wanted to do?
What he wanted to do?
If you were thinking about his future, you know his dream.
Of course I know what he wants. He wants...
You can't even say it, can you?
He wants success, power, the respect that comes with running a major corporation.
Those are your dreams, Mr. Davidson, not his.
Then what? What could be better than what I'm offering him?
James wants to open his own cafe. He says he's going to work toward that dream now.
A cafe? It's absurd. He can have everything, and he wants to serve coffee?
He wants to create a place where people feel welcome, where they can relax and be themselves.
That's ridiculous. He's throwing everything away I built for him.
No, he's building something for himself, something that makes him happy.
Happy? What's happiness without success?
What's success without happiness?
Wait, that means the company and I are finished. Look, we can work something out. He can have his cafe. I'll buy him the finest restaurant in the city.
That's not what he wants. He wants to build it himself, from the ground up.
Then I'll invest. Be a silent partner. Anything.
Mr. Davidson, you're still not listening.
I'll pay for the dress, the ceremony, and add compensation too. How much do you want?
The dress needs to be paid for since it's rented, but we don't need money for the ceremony or compensation. We'll continue with the ceremony as planned, and we're not after your money.
Come on, name your price. Hundreds of thousands? Millions? I'll give you whatever you want.
No, we don't want it. This isn't about money.
Then what is it about? Tell me. I'll do anything.
It's about trust, about being seen for who you are, not what you own.
I don't understand.
That's exactly why James is making this choice.
But he's my son, my only son.
And he'll always be your son, but he needs to live his own life.
What am I supposed to do? Everything I did for him.
Maybe it's time to think about what he wants to do for himself.
Please, there must be something.
Mr. Davidson, some things can't be solved with money.
Then how? How do I fix this?
Start by seeing James as a person, not an heir. Start by respecting his choices, even if you don't understand them.
But everything I built will all be for nothing.
No, not for nothing. But maybe it's time to build something new. Something based on understanding, not control.
Please. Please, I'm begging you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Davidson. This is James' decision, and I support him completely.
Just tell him I'm sorry. Tell him I'll change.
Those are words he needs to hear from you directly, but not today. Today is our wedding day, and it's time for you to leave. Despite everything, the ceremony finished safely.
James is a good man. The way he tried to protect Sarah from his own father.
I told you he was a good person. You don't need to worry, Grandma.
You're right, he passes. And now that he's cut ties with his father, there's nothing to worry about.
Though, it was strange. He went from insulting me to suddenly apologizing.
Oh, really? He must have had a change of heart. Too late now, though.
Grandma, did you do something? Like cleverly threaten him?
What are you talking about? There'd be no point in that.
There would be, because you love me so much. You probably couldn't stand someone insulting me.
Huh? I don't feel anything special.
Funny how his board members all messaged him at the exact same time.
Pure coincidence.
And how he kept checking his phone with this panicked look.
Maybe he had urgent business matters.
Right. Just how you happened to know exactly how long his company had been working with Rellington Group.
I read the business news.
And those employees in the smoking area just happened to tell you everything?
People like to chat.
You're impossible, you know that?
I have no idea what you mean.
James told me he saw you talking to the venue security right before they escorted Mr. Davidson out.
I was complimenting them on their professional appearance.
For 20 minutes?
I'm very thorough with my compliments.
And I suppose you just happen to have all those company documents ready to show him?
A businesswoman is always prepared.
Well, think whatever you like.
I will.
You know, James says you remind him of a chess grandmaster.
Nonsense. I only play occasionally.
He means how you can think 10 steps ahead.
I simply observe.
And plan, and protect.
Now you're being dramatic.
I see. Still as dishonest as ever. But thank you, Grandma.
For what? I didn't do anything.
Of course not. Just like you didn't arrange for the best photographer in town to accidentally be available today.
Lucky coincidence.
And the cake from that famous bakery that's usually booked years in advance.
They had a cancellation.
On the exact day of my wedding.
These things happen.
I love you, you impossible woman.
The ceremony's over. Shouldn't you be with your husband?
There's that deflection again. After that, Mr. Davidson was thrown out of the venue. Soon after, his company's management declined. And when his dissatisfied employees staged a mass boycott, the company went bankrupt. Though Mr. Davidson tried several times to contact James afterward, James firmly refused. Since we moved away when we got married, we don't know how Mr. Davidson is doing now. I wonder how someone who could only obtain things with money is living now that he's lost it all. Years later, James opened his cafe, fulfilling his dream. I help him run the shop and live happily every day. Grandma visits the shop frequently, though she always says I just happen to be passing by. I wonder how she happens to pass by our small town in the next county 3 times a week.
Michael, thanks for yesterday.
Of course! Did you sleep well?
Yeah. Well, kind of. My heart is still racing.
Oh, you, that's so cute.
I can't help it. I mean, we're engaged now.
Yeah, thanks for saying yes.
Thanks for popping the question. You made me so happy. I love you.
Love you too.
My dad wasn't around when I was a child. I was always lonely, so When we have kids, I want to be there for them as much as possible.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Maybe it was a bit too early.
Oh, it's fine. I want kids someday too, so...
We should set our wedding date soon. Gotta start preparing.
For what?
Huh? Oh, my job. I'm gonna quit.
Huh?
Huh?
You're gonna quit? Why?
We talked about this. I want to be a housewife.
Yeah, but why quit? You never told me that.
Oh, I thought I did.
Why do you want to quit? It's not like we have kids yet.
Yeah, but I've been planning this for a long time. I even saved up some money for it. Many people quit after having kids, but I want to start preparing early. That way we can have kids anytime we want. You want kids too, right?
Yeah, but what about maternity leave? That's what most people do.
Yeah, I know, but it's not for me.
I had no idea.
I thought you knew. Sorry, I should have been more specific.
You're so irresponsible. I didn't know you were like this.
Huh?
So basically, you want me to provide for you, right?
What? No. Like I said, I have some money saved up.
I'm disappointed in you.
Disappointed? Why?
I thought you were better than this.
What does that mean?
We worked together for years, and you were really good at your job. That's what I liked about you. I thought you'd keep working after you got married.
But I told you this when we first started dating. And like I said, I've got some money saved up too.
Doesn't matter. Now I gotta work longer hours. And your mom, she lives by herself, right? Soon we'll have to take care of her too. Did you ever think about that?
What? My mom isn't that old. Why are you being like this?
Are you gonna leech off of me for the rest of your life? Is that it?
What? No! I'm gonna quit my job, but I got a plan. I'm not gonna leech off you, Michael.
You just don't want to work anymore. That's it, isn't it?
What?
You always complain about work on Monday morning.
Who doesn't?
When I proposed to you last night, you probably thought you hit the jackpot. You're unbelievable.
What? No! How can you say that to me? If you really want it back, fine, but are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I was wrong about you. I'm not giving you a dime. We're done.
Fine, if you say so, Michael. I'll give you the ring back.
You better, but I can't return it. I'll have to sell it. But even if I sell it, I'll still lose money. You better make up the difference.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't want to waste another dime on you. All that money I spent on you? What a waste.
What? I bought you gifts too, you know. And when we ate out, I always paid for my own food.
That's not how I remember it.
Wow. You're unbelievable. I didn't know you were like this. What did I see in you?
Huh? You trying to put this on me now? Whatever, I'm through with you. You made me sick. Get out of my life.
Right back at you. I'll give you the ring back. We're done here. Goodbye.
Wait! Pay me for damages! You tricked me!
What? I never tricked you. And I never asked you to buy that ring for me or pay for my dinner. So no, I'm not paying you.
You're pushing it! I can't believe I wasted 2 years of my life on you.
Right back at you. I had no idea you were like this.
Screw you! Just quit your job and get out of my life!
Quit? I don't think so. If you don't want to see me at the office, why don't you quit?
What? Why me? You're a woman! You're gonna quit at some point anyways!
Oh, wow. 5 minutes ago, you told me not to quit my job. Make up your mind.
Shut up! Just quit your job, okay? I never want to see you again.
Same here, but I'm not quitting.
Why not?
Because my uncle owns the place.
What?
You didn't know? My dad passed away when I was little. It was just me and my mom, but my uncle, he was really good to us. And my mom owns a few apartments around the city now. She was gonna give me one when I got married. That's why I thought about quitting my job, but... oh well, I guess I'll have to keep my day job.
Regina, wait! There's been a misunderstanding.
What?
Look, I'm sorry if I upset you. I didn't mean to. I apologize. Will you forgive me?
For what?
For all the things I said to you.
Doesn't matter. We're done. It's over.
What? Why?
What do you mean, why, LOL? It's over between us. You said it yourself. Don't worry, I'll give you back the ring.
No, you keep it. Listen, Regina, let's start over. Will you marry me?
What? Hell no, LOL.
Why not? And why didn't you tell me about your uncle?
I was gonna tell you today. But, you know, it doesn't matter anymore. I want nothing to do with you anymore.
Don't say that. Look, it was a misunderstanding, okay?
As soon as I told you about quitting my job, you said all those horrible things to me. You called me a leech. Too bad I don't need your money.
I know, I get it now. Come on, let's just start over, okay?
No. And, you're probably gonna get transferred to a different department soon.
Huh?
I just talked to my uncle. I told him we broke up.
What? Why?
He was really upset. I told him everything you said to me. You said you never wanted to see my face again, so... he's gonna transfer you to some dead-end position in the middle of nowhere. Congrats!
What? Look, I'm sorry, okay?
Too late. He said he's gonna send you to some factory. Sucks for you. Oh well. Have fun! So Ri told her uncle everything. A few days later, Masato got transferred. It was either that or quit. He didn't have much of a choice. He had a desk job all these years, but now he was stuck in a factory in the middle of nowhere. And to make things worse, he didn't get along with his new colleagues. A few months later, he lost his mind and quit his job. A few weeks later, he tried to sneak into Ri's house to talk to her, but he got caught and ended up getting arrested. Poor guy. Oh well.
James, where are you right now? You're done with work already, right? It's already past your regular work hours. Did something happen?
I'm sorry to worry you. Everything's fine, no worries. I just have more work to be done today. I'll be home after I finish this. Maybe about an hour or so.
What? Another hour? Why? What's taking you so long?
What do you mean, why? There's urgent work that needs to be done before tomorrow. I'll just finish this and I'll head straight home.
Why would you do such a thing? What are you going to do with dinner?
I'll be done after about an hour. But if you're starving already, just go ahead and eat before me.
Eat before you? What do you expect me to eat? There's nothing edible I can eat for dinner. And you call yourself engaged to me? Are you seriously thinking we can get married in this state?
What's wrong? What are you talking about? What do you mean by not being able to get married in this state?
First of all, you don't cook dinner. I can't eat dinner because there's nothing else to eat. Also, we are going to become husband and wife soon. I can't believe we're going to eat separately. This is unbelievable. Couples don't eat separately. Families don't eat separately, too.
I'm sorry about that. I'll try to go home as early as I can. I just told you that if you're starving already, you can eat ahead of me. Because I felt bad to make you wait. That's just what I wanted to say to you.
That's not what you're thinking of me means.
What are you saying?
All I want is to eat together with you. You don't understand me at all, James.
You're right, Alyssa. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, you know what? I just noticed that you didn't clean the bathroom.
I think I forgot to clean the bathroom yesterday. I'm sorry about that too.
Are you fine with that? You're not bothered at all? That the bathroom is not clean? You think you can become a husband with that kind of behavior? You've been slacking off ever since we got engaged. How can I expect you to be a good father to our future children?
I'm sorry. I'll apologize for that, but why is it that I have to do all the chores at home?
Huh? What are you complaining about? That's a given, you know. My father used to do all the chores at home. My mother was also working, so Dad did most of the chores at home. That's why you need to do the same too, James. Just like my father used to.
But haven't you been helping me with household chores before we got engaged?
That's right, before we got engaged. But after our engagement, we live together, so things will be different from now on. I will be managing your payroll, and you will do all the chores at home from now on. If you won't do that, I can't marry you.
What? You won't marry me if I don't do all the chores? But I work too, you know. What kind of twisted thinking is that? So, are you saying that the reason why you helped with the household chores is it because we weren't living together?
That's right. Now you're starting to understand me. Now that we're living together, we can see what we'll be like when we get married, right? That's why I thought that. I might want you to become aware of these things. If you're going to be my husband, you need to become aware of your role as a husband. These things I told you about are common sense.
But you know what, Alyssa? We're different from your parents. We're not your parents. I think it would be better for us if we find our way of doing things. Don't you think so too?
What do you mean by that? I don't get where you're going at all.
There are more times when I arrive home later than you, and so I won't be able to cook dinner for us all the time. We can make it work by being more flexible with our thinking, How about the one who comes home first cooks dinner? If we don't do it like that, I think it will be difficult for me to cook all the time.
Are you telling me to do the household chores as well? When I'm also working just like you are? How could you ask me to do that? That's too much of you to ask from me.
Too much? What do you mean, too much?
My dad never asked my mom to do the chores at home. Not even once. You're unbelievable, James. Do you seriously want to marry me with that attitude?
Of course I want to marry you. That's the whole point of proposing to you. But frankly speaking, to do all the chores by myself without help from you is impossible. It's only been a week since we started living together, but never have I expected you to not do anything at all. That's why I'm starting to feel tired now.
How awful of you to say that! I never expected you to say such a horrible thing.
Also, if that's what you wanted to do all along, I wish you told me about it before we lived together. I wanted to discuss it with you and decide together too as a couple. But the moment we started living in together, you told me to do everything because you don't want to do house chores. Since you told me that after we started living together, I was of course shocked by that. It's just a normal reaction for someone to be surprised by something bad.
Ugh, James, you really are the worst.
What? Why do you think so?
Never would I have ever thought that you're that kind of man. What do you mean? Because by refusing to do the chores at home, you're implying that household chores are what women do. I never thought that's how you think of women as. You're too horrible. I feel like you've betrayed me.
What are you saying? Do you even hear yourself? I'm sorry, I don't understand you at all.
You're busy at work, so you're telling me to do the chores at home.
That's not it. You're not understanding me. What I was trying to tell you is that we need to cooperate to make this thing work.
My dad never said that to my mom, because he respected my mom's work.
But aren't your parents divorced?
Why would you say that? That's irrelevant from what we're talking about right now.
You're right. I'm sorry about that.
If you won't understand me, we'll break off our engagement.
What? You're breaking off our engagement for this minor reason?
That's right. But it's not a minor reason, and it means a lot to me.
Our wedding is next month, you know.
That's right. That's why we would be troubling a lot of people. I'm going to demand alimony too from you, you know. So brace yourself.
Are you seriously saying that? Are saying that if I don't agree to do all the household chores for the rest of my life, you're going to break off our engagement?
That's right. You heard me correctly. If you don't promise to do that, I'll be calling our wedding off and you won't be able to marry me. You don't get paid much and you don't look that good. But I chose you because you look like you're going to help me with household chores. If this is the case, I should have been better off marrying my ex-boyfriend.
So you didn't choose me for me, nor because you were attracted to me. You chose me based on whether I will do chores or not after we get married?
Of course, that's a given. It's common sense. Did you think that you have good qualities, other than good at cooking and a good homemaker? I'm sorry to hit you with the truth, but you're not attractive at all. Other than those qualities I've mentioned earlier, the only reason why I agreed to marry you was because you looked like you would do the chores at home after we got married. No other reasons at all whatsoever.
You really are quite frank, aren't you?
That's why, if you can't do everything I said, I won't marry you. You should pay alimony and break off our engagement.
Understood, just as you said.
I'm glad to hear that you understand me. Come home as early as you can, okay? Of course, you should prioritize home instead of work, okay? My dad used to come home on time every night, so...
No, what I meant by understood is, I understood that we will break off our engagement.
Huh? What are you saying? That joke is not funny at all.
That's because it's not a joke.
What do you mean it's not a joke?
The house is under my name, so will you please leave the house? You still have some things left in the previous house, so it's not yet being cancelled, right? Because you said that you'll leave it that way until we get married. You'll probably be able to go back to that house now, right? I don't think it's too late yet.
Wait a minute. I don't follow what you're saying. What do you mean? Are you trying to kick me out?
If you want to stay in our current house, you can change it to your name. Because I will leave instead. But I was the one who covered all the expenses for moving in, and if you want to live there, Alyssa, then I would be glad if you would cover my expenses moving out. Because I will have to look for a different place, you know.
Are you saying that? Does that mean you're going to cancel our wedding?
I think that's for the best. Let me tell you frankly, I can't become like your father, Alyssa. I wanted us to search our path and live our own lives by our terms, but now that I heard the only reason why you agreed to marry me, I don't think we'll become happy even if we get married.
I might have said too much, but how horrible of you to break off our engagement instantaneously.
You're the one who asked for it, didn't you? You forced me to choose whether to do all the chores at home despite having a full-time job, or to break off our engagement and go our separate ways. You said that earlier, remember? I love you, Alyssa. I didn't want to break up with you, but I can't do this anymore. I don't feel like we can be a couple anymore. Also, I won't pay alimony to you. It's a problem we both have. So I want you to pay for half of the cancellation fee for the wedding ceremony.
What? Cancel the wedding? Are you seriously asking me to pay for the cancellation?
We won't be getting married, so of course we're not going to have a wedding ceremony. I mean, I paid for all the expenses for the wedding ceremony, so you should pay half of the cancellation fee to me.
Wait a minute. Everything is happening so fast. I can't keep up with it.
There's one more thing I wanted to tell you. You took my bank's cash card and credit card from my wallet, didn't you?
Huh? Well, I did take it, but it was only because I need to manage our finances. So I thought it's just normal to do that.
Stuff like that. Don't you think it's normal to ask me first?
But I didn't think of using it for my own, so...
I wasn't done. Don't cut me off like that. I was out to meet a client outside the office and I couldn't make the payment, so I ended up having to go back and forth. That's why I'm working overtime. I even inconvenienced my clients thanks to your doing.
I didn't know that.
I can't live peacefully with someone who does things like that without asking me first. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to leave the house? Or are you going to pay for my expenses moving out and stay there yourself?
I want to get married. I already told everyone that I'm getting married, and I'm thinking of resigning next month. So I was preparing for that, but...
What did you just say? I haven't heard about that too. So, does that mean that you're going to become a housewife, manage my money, and make me do all the chores at home?
If you say it like that, it might sound like that, but I also have things to do, you know? Like preparing to welcome a baby when I get pregnant, and stuff like that.
You decide everything too much without consulting me. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have broken off the engagement. I will contact your parents and tell them the news and why we've come to this decision.
What are you planning to tell them? Are you seriously going to do that?
Of course I will. I don't know yet if I will be able to demand it in the form of alimony, but as for the cancellation fee for the wedding ceremony, I will definitely ask you to cover half of it. But I'm actually glad that I found this out before we got married.
I want to get married! Please, James!
If you want to find someone willing to do the chores for you, then you should strive to become rich and hire someone to do the household chores for you. That would make things easier, I think. Stop forcing your ideals on others. If you're planning on quitting your job when you get married, and if you don't even plan on doing the household chores, I feel really relieved that I didn't marry you. Anyway, leave immediately, okay?
After that, Alyssa tried to contact James several times, but James didn't take any of her calls, nor replied to any of her messages. James reported to Alyssa's parents what their daughter has done, and explained everything that happened. Rumors say that Alyssa's mother apologized to James, that she might have failed in raising her daughter. Alyssa ended up quitting her job. As the cancellation fee for the wedding, Alyssa borrowed money from her parents and was somehow able to pay James. Rumors also say that she went back to her hometown and started looking for work there. After that, she attempted to look for a partner, but with her age being 35 years old and her demands of making the man do the household chores, she didn't get matched to anyone at all. If your ambitions are too high, higher than what you deserve, I guess you won't end up happy.
Where's my room? I can't find it anywhere. You really think you have a room here? That's hilarious. Seriously, who do you think you are? Wait, are you just messing with me? This feels really strange. I didn't prepare anything for some kind of act. I don't even know what you want from me. What are you talking about? There's no act. What's going on in your head? You're joking, right? This has to be some sort of self-introduction gag or something. It has to be. You must know who I am. Why else would you be saying, "Who are you?" This feels like some sort of test of humor. Do I need to step it up? A humor test? What are you talking about? Look, here's the deal. We don't like the way you do things. Whether you're just clueless or what, you just don't fit in with our family. Seriously? Are you back to that mode again? What do you mean, that mode? You know, that annoying "you're such a burden" mode. Like I'm some kind of garbage mother-in-law. You pull that on me sometimes. Is it really enjoyable for you? Annoying burden like a garbage mother-in-law? That's a new one. Why not just say I'm regular garbage? Why the resource garbage label? What's wrong with garbage anyway?
I can't play along with this nonsense. More importantly, can you just tell me where my room is? The front desk is totally clueless.
Oh, they wouldn't know. Of course not.
Just tell me where my room is. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Just tell you. You need to be careful about how you speak. You're all alone on this trip. No one is on your side. If you keep making me mad, well, who knows what will happen next?
Is this some sort of quiz? Are you going to turn into a demon if I annoy you enough?
A demon would be fine. You really don't get it, do you? Look, depending on your attitude, I might have considered treating you better, but you've lost any sympathy I might have had.
Sympathy for what?
I mean, you come from such a poor family, right? Right from the start, that makes you incompatible with our family. You're probably not even that smart because of it. I thought you were a bit sad, honestly.
Who on earth is feeling sorry for me?
Who else but you? A woman who can't even hold a decent conversation like this doesn't belong in our family. My husband runs a successful business, and Fred works at a top-tier company. We are an elite, glamorous family.
An elite, glamorous family? Wow, Auntie, I can't believe you're saying that.
Just be quiet. You're not part of our family. Today we're just going to enjoy our family vacation. And since we only booked one room, you'll be camping outside.
Camping outside? Honestly, that's totally fine with me.
Totally fine. You really are a typical poor person. But you better make sure you're out of our sight, okay? It's just annoying having a poor person wandering around.
Do Chris and Fred feel the same way?
Of course! The three of us don't think of you as family at all. We only booked one room, so you should sleep outside. Fred even mentioned he regrets marrying you.
That's something I could say back to you, too.
Why are you repeating yourself? I can't deal with you anymore.
I mean, who wants to date a guy who wears company-issued windbreakers on vacation? How proud do you have to be an employee there?
Who cares what anyone wears? It's a free world. Plus, it's something to be proud of. Just get lost already, okay?
Fine, I'll leave.
Oh, you're talking now? Finally, it'll be quiet. Goodbye.
So, here's the thing. Can you just send a ton of spiders into their room or something?
Wait, hold on. First of all, I don't have a bunch of spiders on hand.
But you're the one in charge of this resort, right? You can do it.
Yeah, but if they get hurt or something, it could lead to police involvement. We really should abandon this whole spider operation.
Then what are we going to do? They seriously annoy me. They keep calling me poor and clueless, saying I'm not smart.
Well, I think the clueless part might actually be true.
But seriously, did they say such horrible things to you? That's just unacceptable.
I get it. You're absolutely right. That's why you should really get back at them.
I've been holding it in for so long, but I just can't anymore. It's ridiculous. I came along because Diana invited me. And now I found out I don't even have a room. That's just absurd.
Yeah, it is definitely absurd. No question about that. But you have to remember, I'm the manager of this resort. I have responsibilities and I can't just act on impulse.
Come on. Can you just forget about being all responsible for a second?
Huh?
If you start bringing up all that responsible stuff, it'll never end, right? So let's just not go there. They annoy me and I want revenge. And that's all there is to it.
Wow, that's quite a bold way to persuade someone.
But seriously, you used to be a delinquent, didn't you? You're talking about being responsible, but...
A former delinquent? Come on, just call it what it is. I was a troublemaker. I've decided to protect this inn, entrusted to me by my grandfather. He's the one who helped me turn my life around.
So does that mean you won't help me?
Nope. I'm sticking to my decision to protect the inn, but I can't allow pests like that to stick around.
Wow, are you trying to sound all cool right now? You definitely just tried to sound cool.
Well, yeah, I guess I did.
All right then, I'm going to go consult with you more about this. Just don't try to act all cool again, okay? It's hard for me to watch family members trying to be all impressive.
Fine, but seriously, let's think this through before we act on it. You might think it's fun to get revenge, but there are consequences to everything we do.
Consequences? Like what? They already insulted me. What more could they do?
Well, you might feel good in the moment, but what if it backfires? You could end up being the one who gets in trouble or looks foolish.
Why do you have to be such a buzzkill? I'm just saying I want some payback.
I understand that, but let's come up with a plan that doesn't involve anything dangerous or reckless.
A plan, huh? So you're saying we should think about it more instead of just jumping right into revenge?
Exactly. Think about it as more of a strategy. We need to figure out the best way to handle this situation without causing any unnecessary drama.
You really think they're going to stop being annoying just because we ignore them? They're relentless. They think they're better than everyone else.
True, they do have a way of getting under people's skin, but I'm sure we can find a way to turn the tables without causing a scene.
Like what? Seriously, give me an idea.
What if we just play nice, act like we're totally okay with them, and then just slowly drive them crazy with our kindness?
Drive them crazy with kindness? That sounds ridiculous.
No, really, it might work. Just think about it. If we pretend to be super friendly, it might confuse them. They won't know how to react.
That could actually be kind of funny. But do you think it'll really work?
Who knows? But it's worth a shot, right? If it doesn't work, we can always reconsider some other tactics later.
Okay, fine, I'm in. But if this fails, you're the one who's going to have to deal with them.
Deal. Just remember, this is about showing them that their behavior won't faze us.
All right, I'm ready to show them just how strong our kindness can be. Let's do this. Hey, what on earth are you doing? What? I'm just doing what you told me. What do you mean? I never told you to do anything like that. Stop it. It's embarrassing. But didn't you say I should sleep outside? You told me to camp out, so that's what I'm doing. Who in their right mind would actually sleep outside like that? The garden is part of the resort property. It's practically trespassing. I have permission from the resort to do this. How on earth did they give you permission for that? What kind of resort is this? Just stop it, okay? Wait, what's it going to be? First, you tell me to sleep outside, and now you're telling me not to? You know, I don't have a room to stay in, right? This area is so remote. There are no other places to stay. What else am I supposed to do? If I hadn't bought a tent, I'd be in a much worse situation right now. What do you mean if I hadn't brought a tent? Who normally carries a tent around with them? Well, in case something like this happens, it's good to be prepared. I can't believe this. You're really something else. You know what? Just come to our room already. Wait, are you serious? Is that okay with you? Of course it's okay. I can't have my wife sleeping outside like that. It would be such an embarrassment for the family. Hurry up and get back here. Can I bring the tent with me too? I don't care what you bring. Just get back here quickly. Oh, so I can really come in, huh? Yes, I'm telling you, it's fine. Just come to the room, tent and all. Understood, I'll be right there. Honestly, I can't believe you thought camping out was a good idea. I get that you wanted to make a point or something, but there are limits.
I thought it would be a fun adventure. I didn't realize you'd be so upset about it.
Fun adventure? In the middle of nowhere? While your family is staying in a comfortable room? That's not an adventure. That's just silly.
Well, I thought it would be different. You know, a chance to get in touch with nature or whatever. But if you're embarrassed, I'll stop.
Thank you. It's not just about being embarrassed. It's just not right. Hey, what's going on here? Who are these kids?
These are 4 local kids who live around here. They were riding their bikes by and came over to play in the tent.
So what? Why are these kids coming into our room?
Well, you said it was okay to move the tent, right? They were around when I was moving, and we started playing solitaire together.
Othello is a game for one person. You can't have a bunch of kids in there. Can you just send them somewhere else? They're really getting in the way.
Diana, come on. Your reasoning keeps changing. You said it was fine to bring the tent.
I didn't expect there would be so many kids in the tent. This ruins the whole trip, and it's inconsiderate to the resort to just increase the number of people in our room without asking.
I've got permission from the resort for all of this.
But how could that possibly be okay? It seems like we've come to a really sketchy resort.
No, this is a really nice resort. They are quite flexible with the rules.
Sure, flexibility seems to be a thing here, but these kids are really loud. Can't you do something about it?
Well, they're just rambunctious boys, so it's expected they'd be loud. It would be way scarier if they were quiet.
You really don't get it, do you? You are a genuine nuisance.
Nuisance? Oh, come on, that's just harsh. I'm just trying to make the best of the situation.
No, you're actually driving me crazy. This isn't just about me being annoyed. It's about the whole atmosphere being ruined.
But you said it was okay to bring the tent, and now I'm just following through with that.
Yes, I said that, but I didn't mean for a horde of kids to come along.
Well, I didn't expect there to be so many kids either. They just showed up while we were playing.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you need to figure this out.
Look, I'll get them out if it really bothers you, but it's just a bit of fun, you know?
Fun? This isn't fun for me.
Okay, I understand. I'll try to get them to quiet down.
No, it's not just about quieting down. Can't you send them back where they came from?
But they're having fun. They came all the way over here and they're really excited.
Well, I'm not excited about it. I wanted to enjoy this family trip without random kids popping up everywhere.
Look, I'm just trying to enjoy my time here with my uncle's kids.
Your uncle's kids? How are they related to us?
These kids are my uncle's children, so technically that makes them part of our family.
Wait, what do you mean? How do these kids relate to me?
Well, they're my uncle's kids, so they're your family too.
Are you serious? What are you talking about?
I know it sounds confusing, but it makes sense.
How does it make sense? Just because you say they're family doesn't make it true.
Look, my uncle is the manager of this resort.
Oh, really?
Yes. I wanted to see the kids after a long time, and it just worked out perfectly that you allowed them to come in.
So it was your uncle who arranged this whole thing?
Exactly. I had a feeling they'd want to come see me.
So you set this up on purpose? You knew they'd come here?
Well, not exactly set up, but I thought they might get excited.
You're telling me that your uncle basically encouraged this?
Well, kind of. I had the pamphlet for the resort out, and they saw it and thought it was a great place to be.
So your uncle basically manipulated us into coming here?
It sounds bad when you put it that way, but yes.
This is unreal. Why would he do that?
I think he just wanted us all to have fun together. You know, family bonding and all that.
Well, it's not family bonding when I feel like a stranger in my own trip.
But you're not a stranger. You're part of the family too.
How? Because of some distant relation? This doesn't make any sense.
You're married into the family, so you're just as important.
Important? This is beyond frustrating.
Look, I just thought it would be fun for all of us to spend some time together.
Fun? It's chaotic. This is not how I envisioned this trip.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to turn out this way.
This was supposed to be a relaxing family vacation, and instead, it feels like a daycare.
I promise, if I had known it would turn out like this, I would have said something.
You know, it really feels like you've been planning this from the start.
No way. I just wanted to reconnect with my family.
You are incredibly frustrating. You've brought chaos into what should have been a peaceful getaway.
Okay. I'll talk to them and see if they can go back outside or something.
No! Just send them home.
But they're here now.
That's not my problem. I want peace.
Fine, I'll deal with it. Just hang tight.
I can't believe I'm dealing with this right now.
Hey, we'll figure it out. Just give me a minute.
This trip was supposed to be about us, not a bunch of random kids.
They're not random, they're family.
Family or not, they're intruding.
You'll see. Once we get them settled, it'll be fun.
I doubt that. I just want some space.
Space? I thought you wanted family time.
Not like this. Greg, you are the manager of this resort, right?
Ah, so you found out.
Well, I'm not here as a family member. I'm here as a customer to file a complaint. What on earth is going on here? Your kids are making a ruckus in the room we booked, and it's really bothering us.
I'm really sorry about that, but Brianna told me that you gave your permission for this.
I would never give permission for that. Get them out of here right now. We're the paying guest.
Understood. I will take care of this immediately. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
Honestly, what do you think this business is?
However, I couldn't just ignore my niece being left out. I heard that the other families were excluding her.
That doesn't have anything to do with you.
No, I'm one of the relatives too, so it's not unrelated.
Even if that's the case, we're still the paying customers. We've paid for our stay, so you should have the appropriate attitude as the manager.
Understood. In that case, I'll refund the entire amount you paid, therefore I must decline your stay for tonight.
What?
Since I'm returning your money, I believe that makes you no longer our customer. I'm speaking from the perspective of a family member here. Also, I need to apologize to Brianna as well.
Don't joke around. Just because you're giving me my money back doesn't mean you can do this to me.
However, the terms of service you agreed to when making your reservation do state that cancellations may occur due to our circumstances.
I've never heard of anyone actually being canceled on like this. Just let me stay. There are no buses left for me to go anywhere.
By the way, how about camping in the garden? You're welcome to do that, since Brianna has a tent.
You are really underestimating me, aren't you? I can see where Brianna gets her lack of depth from.
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Are you saying that Brianna and I, along with my family, all lack depth? What's that supposed to mean?
What kind of language is that?
What do you think you know about Brianna or me? Take back what you just said about lacking depth.
You think I'm scared of your attitude? Listen, I have a husband and a son. You think I'm just going to back down from a fight that I can't win?
Then bring both of them here. Right now, got it?
No, I can't do that.
Come on, I'm challenging you. Bring them here.
Fine. You want a challenge? I'm up for it. I'm not backing down now.
You think you can just talk to me like that? I have the authority here. You're just making a big mistake. So, in the end, they're not coming, huh? Both your husband and son are just a couple of cowards. So it's settled then. You're free to go home, right?
Fine by me. I'll never set foot in this resort again. The taxi is on its way, and I'm getting out of here. Just you wait. I'll leave a terrible review later.
Go ahead and do what you want. Just remember not to treat Brianna with that disrespect ever again. Although, to be honest, she said she's gonna divorce you and cut ties.
I wouldn't want a person like that as my wife anyway. It's all good.
Honestly, I don't care. Just leave already. Guests like you are a nuisance to the other people staying here.
You... Diana, I think throwing trash into the open-air bath, no matter how angry you are, is a bit much, don't you think? Shut up! After everything that happened to me, I just can't go home empty-handed. This little bit of revenge is totally justified. Wait, how do you know about this? It's been causing a bit of a stir online. There's a video of you guys throwing trash into the open-air bath from outside the resort. What? A video? Yep. If you have a bunch of crazy people acting like that, someone is definitely going to film it. At this rate, it won't be long before Fred's workplace is identified too. What do you mean by that? Your faces are clearly shown, and you're calling out Fred loudly. Plus, you're wearing the company-issued windbreaker, so it's pretty identifiable. Oh no. Hey, can I ask you for a favor? Can you help clear up this misunderstanding? I don't think there's any misunderstanding here, but as your son's wife, I might be able to change the impression a bit. Then please do. I really lost my temper and acted out of anger. I truly regret it. I'm serious. So please, stop this firestorm. However, this is behavior that deserves some kind of social punishment. Plus, I'm planning to divorce Fred, so once that happens, we'll be strangers. That might make it impossible. No way! By the way, my uncle is planning to sue you for business interference, and I'm going to sue you for defamation. Oh, wait a second, I'm sorry. I really regret my actions, so please, don't go through with the lawsuits. This would be my first time suing someone, and I'm actually really looking forward to it, so I'm not going to stop. Are you serious right now? You need to reconsider. It's going to be a loss for you too. Is it? I don't really know. I haven't received much education on this. Look, I can't believe you're actually serious about this. You're willing to escalate it to lawsuits over some trash being thrown into a bath? This isn't the kind of attention you want, and you know it. Think about how this will affect your future. Future? I don't care about that. I'm too upset right now. This is my moment of revenge. But you're just creating more problems for yourself. What happens if your uncle's lawsuit goes through? You'll have a mark on your record, not to mention this will follow you everywhere. I don't think you understand. I'm not afraid of consequences anymore. I've been treated like garbage for too long, and now I'm finally standing up for myself. Standing up for yourself shouldn't look like this. You're acting recklessly. This isn't just about you. You're dragging everyone else into this mess. Who cares about everyone else? I've always been the one getting pushed around. Now it's my turn to fight back. But at what cost? Do you really think this petty revenge is worth it? Think about the damage you're doing to yourself and your relationships. Relationships? What relationships? All I have is this ridiculous connection with Fred and a bunch of kids I barely know. I'm done with all of it. You might feel that way now, but trust me, you're going to regret this. You'll look back and see how this moment of anger destroyed any chance of reconciling or having a good future. Maybe you're right, but right now, I don't want to hear it. I just want to feel like I have control for once. I get that, but you're going about it all wrong. There are healthier ways to express your feelings than resorting to this kind of chaos. You don't know what it's like to be in my shoes. You can't just sit there and lecture me on how to feel. I'm not lecturing you. I'm trying to help you see the bigger picture. You don't want to end up in a worse situation than you already are. This is the one who is going to end up at the bottom of the barrel. What? Remember, I don't have a very good education anyway, so I don't care how I end up after this, as long as you end up worse than me.
Diana, thank you for everything yesterday. It really seemed like you went home, but what happened after that?
I ended up staying at a hotel at the foot of the mountain. Unlike the resort's futons, a high-quality bed is just so much better for a good night's sleep.
How can you say that to me? Well, I'm glad you were able to sleep well. I was really worried about you.
Thank you for everything, Uncle. Hey, I have to ask, you really told Diana off, didn't you? I mean, she was completely out of control. It must have been because you stepped in, right? I can see right through you. Come on, just tell me the truth.
No way, I'm not going to share that with you. You know, you wouldn't want to think of your relative as trying to look cool, would you?
But come on, you really did something impressive. You can't just leave me hanging like this. I can only imagine what you said that made her freak out like that. It's not every day someone puts Diana in her place, you know.
Well, let's just say I had a little chat with her. I figured someone needed to remind her that she can't just act however she wants and expect everyone to go along with it. It's important to set boundaries, even with family.
Wow, I didn't know you had it in you. I mean, you're always so calm and collected. Seeing you stand up to her is honestly inspiring.
I appreciate that, but it wasn't easy. I just did what I felt was necessary. You need to stand your ground sometimes, especially when it comes to family drama.
You're right. I'm just glad you were there to back me up, even if it was in your own way. It feels great to know I have you in my corner.
Of course! Family sticks together no matter what. Just remember, if you ever need support, I'm always here for you.
Thanks, Uncle. That really means a lot to me. Diana and her associates were ordered by the court to pay substantial compensation and damages to the resort, a decision that was not only significant for the resort, but also deeply impactful for me personally. Alongside this, they were also mandated to pay me a sum for emotional distress, which I had experienced in great measure. This ruling felt like a monumental victory, an acknowledgement of the pain and chaos their actions had inflicted on my life. The judicial system recognized the extent of the harm caused, which was incredibly validating, and served as a reminder that justice can prevail, even in a world that sometimes seems unjust. The court's decision did not come without its own set of consequences. As the news of their reckless behavior spread rapidly through social media channels, the ramifications of their actions expanded significantly. It was astonishing to witness how quickly information could disseminate in today's digital age. What started as a private matter quickly turned into a public spectacle, illustrating the power and reach of social media. Fred, who had already been struggling to cope with the fallout from our divorce, found himself in an increasingly difficult situation. The social scrutiny he faced from friends, colleagues, and acquaintances became an unbearable burden. Whispers and judgment surrounded him constantly, and he ultimately reached a breaking point. Unable to tolerate the shame and ostracism, Fred made the decision to resign voluntarily from his position at the company. This decision was not taken lightly. It was a complex choice born out of desperation and the need to reclaim some semblance of dignity. Fred had been a respected figure in his professional life, and the abrupt transition to feeling marginalized and scrutinized was particularly challenging for him. The psychological toll of public judgment can be immense, and it became evident that he was struggling under the weight of his choices. In the past, he had enjoyed a sense of security and prestige, but that sense of normalcy had been shattered by the public's perception of him. It serves as a stark reminder of how fragile reputations can be, and how swiftly they can crumble, often as a result of poor decisions and actions taken by others. Following the court ruling, their choice to leave became dramatically apparent. They effectively became a family that vanished under the cover of darkness, fleeing their home and the consequences of their actions. The term midnight escape seemed to fit their situation perfectly. They left behind not only their possessions, but also the community that had once embraced them. The contrast between their past life and their present circumstances is both striking and poignant. Reports suggest that they are now living in a distant town, struggling to make ends meet, and grappling with the harsh realities of financial hardship. The irony of their situation is palpable. They went from what many would consider a comfortable, privileged existence to a life marked by poverty and deprivation. In stark contrast, my life took a different trajectory. I seized the opportunity to work in my uncle's resort, which turned out to be a pivotal moment in my life. It was not just about earning a paycheck. It was about rebuilding my identity and forging a new path for myself. Working at the resort has allowed me to immerse myself in a vibrant environment filled with natural beauty. The job presented opportunities to connect with a diverse group of people, each with their own unique stories and experiences. I encountered families, children, and tourists who visit the resort for a getaway, bringing with them joy and laughter. Being surrounded by energetic children has been especially rewarding for me. Their laughter fills the air, and their boundless enthusiasm is contagious. Each day spent with them is an adventure, bringing a sense of fulfillment that I never expected to find after the chaos of my past. I engage in various activities with them, whether it's organizing games, storytelling sessions, or simply enjoying the outdoors together. These moments serve as a reminder of the beauty of life, the innocence of childhood, and the joy that comes from simple pleasures. Reflecting on everything that has transpired, I am genuinely surprised by how well the process of seeking justice and personal healing has unfolded. Initially, I never imagined that my life would take this turn. It all began with the turmoil caused by Diana and Fred's actions, which ultimately led to the courtroom drama that followed. Each twist and turn of this journey brought a complex mix of emotions: anger, sadness, relief, and ultimately empowerment. The intricacies of human relationships and the consequences of our choices became glaringly evident to me. Experiencing my first court case was both daunting and enlightening. I approached the proceedings with a mix of trepidation and anticipation. The legal system felt intimidating, yet it also presented an opportunity for growth. I gained invaluable insights into the intricacies of the judicial process and a deeper understanding of my rights as an individual. The tension in the courtroom, the arguments presented by both sides, and the eventual ruling were all moments that will remain vividly etched in my memory. It was empowering to stand up for myself, to advocate for my rights, and to emerge from that experience with a renewed sense of agency and purpose. The memories of that courtroom, the discussions, and the decisions rendered will stay with me forever. I gained not just a financial settlement, but also a newfound strength and resilience. I discovered that I could confront challenges head-on, advocate for myself, and emerge from adversity stronger than before. This experience shaped my understanding of justice and accountability, reinforcing the idea that we have the power to take control of our lives and seek what we truly deserve. In the aftermath of this journey, I realized that it has evolved into more than just a story of revenge or compensation. It has become a narrative of personal growth and self-discovery. I have learned to embrace the challenges that life presents and turn them into opportunities for positive change. My job at my uncle's resort has provided me with a fresh start, filled with hope and the promise of a better tomorrow. Each day, I find strength in the relationships I am building, the work I'm doing, and the lessons I am learning. As I engage more deeply with my work at the resort, I have also had the opportunity to develop my skills. I have taken on various responsibilities that have allowed me to explore my interest and capabilities. For instance, I have become involved in organizing events and activities for the guest. Whether it's planning themed nights or coordinating children's programs, I have found joy in creating memorable experiences for others. It has been rewarding to see families enjoying their time together and creating lasting memories, knowing that I played a role in facilitating that joy. The resort itself is located in a stunning area, surrounded by lush forest and sparkling waters. The beauty of the natural surroundings never fails to inspire me. During breaks, I often take long walks along the shore or through the trees, allowing myself to immerse in the tranquility of nature. These moments of solitude provide me with the space to reflect on my journey, appreciate how far I have come, and find clarity amidst the chaos of life. Nature has a unique way of grounding us, reminding us of the beauty that exists in the world, even when faced with adversity. The strength I have gained through these experiences empowers me to face whatever comes next with confidence and resilience. The journey has reinforced my belief that we are all capable of overcoming adversity and creating lives that reflect our values and aspirations. As I move forward, I carry with me the lessons learned from my past experiences. I am deeply aware of the power of resilience, the importance of community, and the strength that comes from self-advocacy. Now, as I reflect on my life, I find solace in knowing that I have overcome significant hurdles. Each day presents new opportunities, and I approach them with an open heart and mind. I look forward to what the future holds, knowing that I have the strength to navigate whatever challenges may come my way. The essence of life lies in our ability to adapt, learn, and grow, and I embrace that with open arms. The journey of healing and rebuilding has not been without its challenges. There were moments when doubt crept in, when I questioned whether I was making the right decisions, and whether I would ever truly recover from the turmoil of my past. However, each time I faced these doubts, I found ways to confront them, to challenge the negativity that threatened to overwhelm me. Engaging with supportive friends, immersing myself in my work, and reflecting on my progress have all been instrumental in this process. During this time, I have also sought out new connections and friendships. The people I work with at the resort have become an invaluable support system. They understand the complexities of life, and they share their own stories of struggle and triumph, creating an environment where we can uplift one another. It's heartening to know that I am not alone in this journey. I have found camaraderie in our shared experiences, and these friendships have added depth and richness to my life. In the evenings, I often take long walks along the beach near the resort. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore and the cool breeze invigorate my spirit. It is during these moments of solitude that I find clarity and peace. I reflect on my journey, allowing myself to feel gratitude for the lessons learned, the relationships formed, and the strength discovered within myself. These walls have become a ritual for me, a time to connect with my thoughts and emotions, and to appreciate the beauty of the world around me. As I continue to forge my path forward, I am reminded of the importance of setting goals for myself. I have started to dream bigger and envision a future that aligns with my values and passions. Whether it's advancing my career, deepening my connections with others, or exploring new hobbies, I am determined to live a life that is fulfilling and authentic. I refuse to let the shadows of my past define my future. Instead, I strive to create a life that reflects my true self, one that is marked by resilience, joy, and purpose.
Hey Pam, are you there? There is something that you and I should talk about. Or rather, I guess it's something more that I just need to tell you. There isn't really much talking to be done about it now that I think about it. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you that tomorrow my sister is going to come over to our house to hang out for a while.
Hold on a second, Fred. Why am I just hearing about this now? I really wish that you would have told me about this way sooner. I had no idea that anyone was going to be coming over, let alone your sister, tomorrow. I have so much that I have to prepare before she gets here. I don't have time when you tell me these things so last minute.
What are you talking about? What do you have to get ready? There isn't anything you need to prepare for my sister. Why would you even think that you need to do something like that? It doesn't make any sense.
Fred, you aren't really serious about that, right? You know that there are always some kinds of preparations to be done when someone comes over. I have to clean the house, make it at least look presentable, and try and be a good host.
Well, I really don't see what the big problem is. It isn't like you have to tear apart the whole house and do some kind of deep clean or something like that. Now, I don't see why you just can't throw things in the closet and make the houses look somewhat nice for them. You know? Besides, you're my wife. That's kind of your job to be ready for these kinds of things anyways. If you're really that worried, then you should have been keeping the house in order just in case anyone were to drop by anyways. But it's not like you don't have a ton of free time anyways. I mean, you've basically been doing nothing ever since you got pregnant. I'm really not buying it if you're trying to tell me that you don't have enough time to do this one little thing for me.
But That isn't even the problem. I don't think you're being fair to me at all right now, Fred.
I'm sorry, but if that's all you have to say to me, then you're going to have to try a little harder to come up with a better argument. In fact, you may as well get it through your head right now that the moment you married me, you gave up any right to argue with me at all.
What do you mean? You can't actually be serious about that, right? Why are you being so overbearing? This isn't fair. I mean, you're talking as if you're someone out of the 50s or something. Don't you know that husbands can't just treat their wives like this anymore? Besides, I'm literally 8 months pregnant. Are you really just not going to acknowledge that at all? But this isn't just a recent thing. I feel like you've been treating me poorly like this ever since I got pregnant all those months ago. Aren't you worried at all about our child and what kind of effect that treating me like this might have on them? You're being completely unreasonable.
You really think that just because you're pregnant, it means that you can get away with whatever you want? Why do you think being pregnant even makes you that special, huh?
What do you mean? I don't think it makes me special. I think it means that I have a health condition where I have a literal human growing inside me.
Oh, please. Just why do you think that merits you any kind of special treatment at all, huh? Any woman can get pregnant. You're not that big of a deal, you know. You really think that just because you're pregnant, then I have to do every little thing for you? No, you're having a baby. But that doesn't make you a baby. You're just going to have to learn how to take care of yourself and quit relying so much on me.
And do you think you're going to feel the same way about all of this even after I have our child, Fred?
What are you talking about now? Why are you always trying to change the subject? If you're trying to make a point, then just make it and move on with your life. I really don't have the time to deal with some hysterical pregnant lady right now.
I just mean that even after I have our kid, are you still going to demand that I do everything by myself? Are you really just going to make me continue to take care of the house and chores and the child while you do nothing to help out at all?
I don't get what you're trying to ask. I mean, just who else would do any of that anyways?
I really can't believe the messages that I'm reading from you. You are just being ridiculous. I mean, are you really not going to help out around the house or with the child at all after I give birth? Well, if that's how you really feel about the situation, then I feel I understand very well where we're at right now.
Yeah, where we're at is that I don't want you coming to me asking for help for every little thing, got it? You're a wife, and that means that it is your job to obey what your husband tells you to do and quit whining. Did you really not think that when you got married, you wouldn't have to take care of the house and chores and everything? I'm not treating you like anything.
I just didn't think that after we got married that you were going to turn into such a domineering jerk, Fred. I mean, you do know that I have a job as well, right? I'm only not working right now because of the pregnancy leave, and I'll have some more time I'll be able to take after I have the child as well. But the fact of the matter is that I still work and I still contribute to the family in that way. So I don't know why it is that you think you can treat me as if I never ever do anything for this family.
I'm treating this way precisely because you're not contributing anything to the family at all. Besides, nothing that you said changes the fact that I'm the husband and you're the wife, and whatever I say goes. The moment you said I do, you swore your life to me. You pledged to always be faithful and obedient and never once question your husband. Did you really not realize that's what you were getting yourself into?
I don't remember anything besides the faithful part ever being part of our vows. And if you really think that's how a marriage is supposed to work, then I don't even know what to say to you. But I guess if anything, I should say I'm grateful for you making your position perfectly clear. And I guess I finally understand why it is that you haven't shown me an ounce of kindness ever since I first got pregnant.
And just what makes you think that someone like you even deserves a gram of kindness from someone like me, huh?
You're right. I guess it's probably because you're running around showing all your kindness to someone else.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Just what is that supposed to mean, huh? How dare you talk to me like this?
I didn't mean anything by it at all, Fred. Anyways, I have to get ready for your sister to arrive tomorrow, so I'm about to be very busy.
Hey, you should be completely free this summer, right? I mean, you don't really have anything scheduled for the whole, say, summer break until school starts back up. Does that sound right?
I'm not quite sure what you mean about plans or being free. I am 8 months pregnant, so by the time summer starts, I'll probably have already moved into the hospital to get ready to give birth.
Right, okay. So you're going to be in the hospital for a little bit of time near the start of summer, and then besides that, you should be free. Do I have that right? I guess that means that you wouldn't have any problems watching kids then, right?
Fred, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about right now, but watching kids is all that I would be doing anyways after I get out of the hospital. Or rather, I should say that watching a kid, ours, is the only thing that I'm going to be doing once I get out of the hospital.
But you already said that you don't really have any other plans for the summer after you have our baby, right? Please. You have to give me a hand here. My sister could really, really use your help, Pam.
I'm sorry, but I still have no idea what you're going on about. What help does your sister need? You're still not telling me why you want to know whether or not I'm going to be free this summer.
And the only reason I'm asking if you're going to be free this summer or not is because my sister is going to need someone to look after her 4 kids for the summer break.
Wait, what? Are you telling me that you want me to be the one to look after them? When I'm already so close to giving birth to our own child right now? You can't actually be serious about that, right?
Of course I am. I wouldn't be asking this of you if I wasn't serious about you doing it. That wouldn't make any sense at all.
But what do you mean? Why do you think I would agree to this? What does any of this have to do with me?
It has to do with you because you're going to be home all day anyways, right? So if you're not going to be doing anything but sitting around the house with a baby, then you should be able to do it just fine. I mean, you said yourself that you still have your maternity leave and won't have to go into the office for a while after you have our kid, remember? I mean, you are really starting to piss me off with this lazy, entitled attitude of yours. Do you know that?
Did you seriously just call me lazy and entitled for being pregnant? What kind of way is that to talk to your wife, Fred? Seriously, what is the matter with you? Why are you treating me like this?
Now look, I'm not going to ask you anymore. Do you understand? You were going to look after my sister's kids, and that's that. Just think of this as a way to get some practice in child rearing before you have to do the real thing. This is going to be a great learning opportunity. You learn how to deal with 4 kids of all different ages. It's going to be great, I promise.
So you were never asking me in the first place is what I'm to get from that then? No! The answer is no, and this is the last I want to hear of it. I'm sorry, but you'll have to tell your sister to go and look for a sitter elsewhere.
What did you just say? You really think you can talk to me like this? Did you forget that you are my wife and I'm your husband? You can't talk to me like that.
Look, Fred, even if I wanted to do this for your sister, it just wouldn't work at all in the current state that I'm in. I am literally about to give birth to our child, and you are asking me to take care of 4 kids for the entire summer on top of that? I mean, do I really have to spell out for you why this isn't going to work? Just think about it, Fred.
What on earth are you talking about, Pam? The only one who isn't thinking about this hard enough is you. Or rather, you're actually thinking about it way too much. Because the whole issue is so much more simple than you're making it out to be. You are going to do as I say and watch my sister's kids, or else I'm going to divorce you. So what do you think about that?
You're serious about this? You're really going to divorce me if I don't do as you say? Do you even understand what you're actually saying when you threaten me with that, Fred?
Of course I do. Do you really think that I would just say something like that without thinking about it first? You're clearly just upset because you can't think of a good rebuttal, and that's why you resorted to these sad little questions. But I've already made it very clear to you that I am the boss around here, and you have no right to tell me no about anything that I ask of you.
So you're really not even going to listen to your wife telling you that she is not prepared, equipped, or willing to do this?
I'm glad that you're finally starting to get some of that through your head. So does that mean that I don't need to have to keep arguing with you over this? Here's the deal. You're going to take care of my sister's 4 kids for the duration of the summer break, okay? You're my wife, and I know for a fact that you have nothing but time on your hands right now. So don't even try to tell me that you're not going to be able to do this. If I hear even a word of complaint from you again, so help me, I will really divorce you.
Well, okay then. Consider this my one more word of complaint. Now let's go get that divorce started, Fred.
Wait, what? What do you mean? You're telling me that you want to get divorced?
I mean that you gave me a choice, obey you or get a divorce, right? Well, I've made my choice, so what do you think about that?
But hold on. What on earth are you talking about right now? You're really going to try and walk away from me? What do you think you'll be able to do for yourself after that? You might think that you're tough talking like that to me right now, but I know that you'll never, ever be able to walk the walk. So if you're not actually serious about any of this, then I recommend you keep your mouth shut and don't say stupid things like that, or else I will really leave you.
I'm not trying to bluff you, and I wasn't joking about that either.
Look, the summer break starts tomorrow, and my sister's kids are going to be coming not long after that. I really don't have time for this kind of nonsense from you.
And just why do you think that I'm going to go along with any of this? You can't just drop a huge request on me like this and expect me to jump at it and drop everything else that I'm doing. You can't just treat people, especially your wife, this way. But I don't even see why we're continuing this conversation. It seems that we've said all we have to say.
No, we're not through here. You need to understand very clearly that the only way that you're going to get a divorce is with my permission, okay? I mean, I know that you don't really want to get divorced as a pregnant woman, right? What would be the point in doing something as stupid as that?
Oh no, I think I'm going to be just fine, actually. Besides, I'm only giving you what you wanted, Fred.
Hey, Pam, are you there? Just where did you run off to? I can't find you anywhere around the house at all, and my sister is about to arrive with her kids soon. I thought I told you that I wanted the house to be ready when they all arrived. It looks like you've barely done anything at all around here. You had better be working on cleaning up the house somewhere.
I thought I already told you what I was going to be doing, Fred. I'm getting out divorce papers right now.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Are you seriously still going on with this stupid prank of yours? I thought I told you that it wasn't going to work on me.
And I thought I told you that I wasn't trying to prank or fool you at all. You and I are getting a divorce, and that is that. Did you actually think that I was joking about any of that? And did you really tell your sister to show up to our house with all of her kids? Why would you do that? What is the matter with you? If you really thought that I was just going to go along with this, then you are sorely mistaken, because I'm not even home right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're not even making any sense at all now. Are you getting a heat flash or something? Is this some crazy pregnant lady hormonal thing? I thought I told you that if you didn't do as I say, then I was going to divorce you. Now you get back to the house right now and start getting things ready for my sister's kids. Are you seriously not going to get anything ready for them at all?
Are you really trying to tell me that I should be worried about these 4 other children when I am literally about to give birth to my own kid? And just what kind of way is this for any father to treat his wife or his unborn child?
What are you talking about now? You really do think that being pregnant makes you untouchable, don't you? When are you going to wake up and realize that you can't shirk your responsibilities like this?
Me shirk my responsibilities? You're the only one literally threatening to divorce me and leave me a single mother if I don't obey you. But the thing is that I would rather be a divorced single mother than be with you for another second, so your threat doesn't work.
Wait, hold on just a second there, Pam. Now, I thought I told you that I didn't think this joke was funny the first time, and I don't want to hear any of this crazy talk from you, okay?
And I am telling you for the last time that I am not joking about any of this. I am very serious. In fact, I've already submitted the paperwork for the divorce, and there's no undoing it now. So there isn't even a point in carrying on this conversation any further, because nothing you say is going to change that fact.
Wait, what? Are you really serious? You're really submitting the divorce paperwork already? Please tell me that you're still trying to play some kind of prank on me right now. You can't be serious about that, right?
Why do I even bother with you? Are you even reading the messages that I'm sending you? I am trying to tell you that I am serious. I was never joking about this, and now I've gone and gotten us divorced. It's over. You gave me a clear choice, and I took you up on that choice. Don't be upset with me because I didn't choose the option that suited you.
You can't be serious. I don't know what to say to this. I mean, you're really serious about this, aren't you? You really went and divorced me? But I never told you you could do that. When did I ever give you permission for that?
Permission? Of course you gave me permission. You said I had 2 options. I could either do what you say like a good docile wife, or we could get a divorce. That's what you told me. I'm doing exactly as you told me and nothing more.
So then you really wanted to divorce me that badly. But then who is going to watch my sister's kids?
That is not my problem, and it never was. Figure it out yourself.
What do you mean?
I mean that you pushed me to this point, and if you have a problem with where things are now, blame yourself.
I don't understand. Why would you do this to me?
That's exactly the question that I want to ask you. You drove me to this. You were being so horrible to your own pregnant wife. And you never, ever did anything to help out around the house. Did you really think a marriage like ours was going to last?
This can't be right. This isn't Pam. Someone must have stolen your phone to type all this.
I'm afraid that that's not the case. It is your now ex-wife Pam telling you all of this. You treated me horribly and told me if I didn't like it that I could leave. Besides, I know about the affair you were having.
Affair? What are you talking about this time? I was never having an affair.
Don't try to deny it, Fred. I have all the proof that I need.
Proof? What are you talking about? You must have really gone crazy, huh?
You really are gutsy, you know that? Carrying on your affair even when your wife is this pregnant? You have no idea what you've been putting me through with the way you've been treating me.
I only thought you were using your pregnancy to get out of doing your wifely duties.
You have no idea what it's like to be pregnant, and you were never being fair to me at all. You were literally about to have me watch over 4 kids in my state.
But only so that you can get some practice in dealing with children?
The only person who needs practice here is you.
Please, there's no need to be upset with me over this. I screwed up, okay?
I don't want to hear anything more from you. I am sick and tired of having to treat you like you're some god on earth. We are through. The divorce is happening, and you are going to have to pay dearly for your affair. The next time you hear from me, it will be from my lawyer. In the end, Fred realized that he had nowhere else to run and agreed to the divorce. Later, he received a letter from my lawyer inviting him to a discussion about alimony, child support, and the lawsuit for his infidelity. Fred even signed an agreement to never ever contact me again in exchange for a lowering of some of the fees that he would have to pay me. But by then, the rumors of his affair and divorce have been leaked to his company, and he felt compelled to resign in disgrace.